Hi, I'm Anne, and we are going to have a 15-minute seated chair yoga warm up for the upper body. So join me. Get comfortable in your chair, sit forward so you can have that stability of your feet. Sit up nice and tall, best that you can. And let's start to roll through our shoulders, any amount that you can. And while you're doing this, let's check in and notice, how are your shoulders feeling today? How are your shoulder blades in the back? How about the shoulders here in the front? What might be some of the sensations that you're noticing? Does one shoulder feel different than the other? And let's pause, and then let's take the movement in the opposite direction. So whatever way you were going, just move the shoulders in the other direction. And then let's just focus on left shoulder. So let's focus on this shoulder. So take that arm out to the side, shake out your arm. Let the elbow go out to the side, and whatever amount of big circles you can make, let's do that. Big circles with the left elbow. Letting that shoulder warm up in that shoulder joint. And then taking it in the opposite direction. And then taking the arm out to cactus any amount you can. This is cactus arm or goalpost arm if you choose. And then let's let that elbow go back as far as you can, and then bring it forward and across. And we'll move back and forth this way. If you like to use your breath with your movement, when you take the arm back, you can take an inhale. Then exhale as you draw it forward. So we're doing a little bit here of external rotation of that shoulder and then internal rotation of the shoulder. And let's just do a few more, noticing how your shoulder is feeling. And then let the arm go out to the side, palm face down, and then let's do some movement here of turning the palm and turning it back. So we're starting to work again into that external and internal rotation of the shoulder with the arm extended. If your arm's starting to get tired, you can, of course, always bring it down. And then let's shake out that arm, shake out the arm. Take the arm up in front of you now. Draw your left hand over to your right shoulder. Let your elbow come down. Maybe even take your right hand on top and pause for a moment. Just noticing the back of your shoulder, wherever you're feeling the sensation. Let's take a big deep inhale. And then exhale. Release that arm, shake it out. And before we move to the right side, just check in and notice how you're feeling on this left arm. Maybe it feels a lot more invigorated than the right. And now let's start to take that movement with the right. So get that elbow out there, any amount that you can. This might be your movement for your shoulder. I'm just guiding the movement. This side of my body has a different range of motion. So my shoulder might be doing a bigger circle. It's okay. This might be yours. And then let's just let those circles go with the elbow. And then let's take it in the opposite direction. And I always like to say, what are you noticing? So what are you noticing in your shoulder in the front, shoulder in the back? Having that awareness. And then take that arm out. Again, it's cactus or goalpost, and take the elbow back, that shoulder going back as far as feels comfortable. It might be right here for you. Find what works. And then we're just going to draw it across and come back. And again, if you like to use that breath practice or the breath with the movement, you would want to take an inhale as you move back and an exhale as you move forward with that arm. And just let the arm move, noticing what you're noticing in your shoulder. If you get a little fatigued, you can always bring the arm down and shake it out. And then this next time the arm comes out, let's let the arm go down. Then we'll do that movement of, again, turning the palm up and down, getting into that shoulder. And again, this is the way my arm is moving, maybe yours is going super slow. Just checking out how that's feeling for you. And then let's take that arm down and shake it out. And then take the arm up and draw it over towards your left shoulder. And again, it might feel nice to just tuck in here with your left hand. Just bringing awareness to the back shoulder, how that's feeling. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, release. Let the arm come down. And then let's take a notice of how your shoulders are feeling. And let's do a little bit of movement with the neck. So let's start moving the head over towards the left, drop your chin down towards the left. Raise your head up, bring it to neutral and draw it across to the right. Drop your chin down towards the right. We'll do this a few times. The idea here is, what are you noticing in your neck when you drop your chin down? We're starting to warm up those neck muscles and just kind of checking out how you're feeling. The next time your chin and your head are over towards the right, let your chin come down as far as you can. Notice what's happening. Maybe you feel the sensation in your left side neck. Take your left arm out if it's okay and shake it out a little bit. And then let's just start to move the left arm up and down. You might notice that the neck feels a little bit more tense when you raise the arm up. Or what are you noticing in your body? And then if it's available, take your left hand around and bring it right to your low back anywhere you can. And then draw the chin down just a little more, or to where your level of sensation is. And let's take a big deep breath. Exhale out, maybe even let it go with a sigh. Excellent. Let your head come back up. Take that left arm, shake it out, and just kind of notice what's going on in left side neck. Excellent. Let's take the head and the chin over towards the left, and the chin drops down towards the left side any amount you can. Notice what you're feeling here. Let's take the right arm out and let's let it move a little bit. Yours might go up super high. Maybe it's really low. Maybe there's a lot of sensation when you're moving your arm, so you have to adjust and modify for your body. And then pausing your arm out to wherever you're noticing sensation in that right side of your neck. Take a deep inhale, exhale. Now, if you can, take that right hand back, maybe towards your low back, your sacrum. Maybe it's just right resting on your hip. And notice if that changes anything. And then take a deep inhale. And exhale. Maybe you let it out with a sigh. That might feel really nice. Release that. Let your head come back to neutral. Draw your chin down towards your chest any amount that you can. Notice the back of your neck now. Breathing. And then slowly start to lift your head. And maybe if it feels okay in your neck, we don't want to hyperextend too much, but lift the chin slightly, looking up. Draw awareness to your shoulders. Draw your shoulders down a little bit. You might feel that a little differently, letting those shoulders come away from the ears. And then let your head come down to neutral. We'll do another one with the neck. So let's take our right ear towards the right shoulder, any amount you can. And just pause here for a moment. And then here, start to turn the chin over towards the left, any amount you can. You might start to notice that right here in the back of your neck. Just pause. And then let your head come back, chin coming back to neutral. Right ear still towards the right shoulder. And then release. And then let's just do a little bit of side to side, almost as if we're saying no. And then let's do that to the left side. So just drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder, and notice the difference on this side. I always have a little bit more challenge on this side just because of some neck things that have happened. So notice that for you. Just pausing there. And then if it's available, start to turn your chin towards the right, any amount you can. Noticing any places that you find that tension. Take an inhale. Big exhale outside. And let your chin come back to neutral. The ear is still towards the left. Then let your head come back. And then let's do a little bit of no again. Excellent. And then let's just shake it out a little bit. Shake out your arms. Yeah, shake them out. Maybe just do a little twisting here so we can start to warm up a little bit more in the mid part of our upper body. So just maybe taking a little twist, whatever amount you can do. There's no winning in our yoga practice ever. Excellent. Let your arms go out to the side, maybe palms face forward, and lift your arms up. If it's available, grab opposite elbows. Let your shoulders come up around your ears and then draw your shoulders down. Let your arms release, roll your shoulders. We're just going to do this flow a couple times. Lift your arms up and then grab opposite elbows. Let your shoulders lift up around your ears and then draw them back and down. Release your arms, roll your shoulders. And then do it again, bringing it up, lift your shoulders up around your ears and bring it down, arms release, shoulders roll. One more time. Lift up with your shoulders and release. Let your arms come down. Excellent. And then sitting up a little bit more, get yourself situated, maybe letting your knees come a little farther apart. You want to feel really supported, maybe even taking your hands to your hips. And we're just going to start to move a little side to side. We're going to start to wake up the side waist here, this upper part of our body. So we're just moving side to side, side to side, side to side. And just noticing how that feels. Maybe one side feels a little different than the other. And then coming up to neutral, let's twist to the right. Coming to center, twist to the left. Coming to center, you get the idea. We're just going to gentle twist here. Side to side, side to side, side to side, side to side. The next time that we come over towards the right side, take your left hand out to the outer part of your right leg. Maybe your right hand comes back and comes around to your low back, and we'll take a twist here. To feel a little bit more engagement, press into your heels and see if you can feel the lift. If it becomes too much, release that. Staying here in the twist, bringing awareness to the breath. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale. Release that with a sigh. Come on back around. And then let's twist over to the left. So that right hand comes to the outside of the left leg or wherever it can for you. Your left hand coming behind, sitting up, maybe drawing awareness a little more to that left shoulder. And making sure you're modifying for your body. Every body is different. If you like that feeling of pressing into your feet to activate your legs, you might feel that in the low back a little bit more. And just pausing. And then take that deep breath in. And exhale, release, come on back around. And then let's shake it out, maybe even tap your legs out. And just take a moment to notice how your whole upper body is feeling right now. Thanks for joining me, and we'll be back with some more chair yoga